Hey there, it's Tony Cardinali here at CrossCountry Mortgage. Wanted to share another spreadsheet with you to help you. You know how I love spreadsheets. I wanted to help you with understanding how a seller-funded buydown can help you move properties today, make your buyer's mortgage more affordable. If your property is potentially going to sit a little bit longer during the winter on the market, but you need to move it, and you don't want to just keep lowering the price because the lowering of the price may not really be doing the trick for your buyers. I wanted to show you the power of a 2-1 buy down. A simple seller credit back at closing to the buyers can be used to buy down their payment for a couple of years. This is going to make it a lot more affordable for the buyers than if you were to buy down their interest rate or if you were to lower your purchase price down to try to help them with a lower monthly payment. Again, we're trying to attract buyers to a property to make that property more appealing to our current in our current environment with mortgage rates on the rise. So here's a 2-1 buy down spreadsheet that I can use for anybody's property that does need to have a sample buy down spreadsheet run for them. I'd be happy to do that. Here's a house that is $759,500 as a purchase price, assuming a 10% down payment, interest rates in the 7.99 range, and the total loan amount therefore is $683,550. It's a 30-year fixed mortgage. And we'll assume the APR is around 8.8 if we have some PMI in there, etc. Okay? Now, how a 2-1 buy down works is the seller is going to give the buyer a credit back at closing of $16,618. Now, this credit could be used for anything in the closing cost arena, taxes, insurance, points. But we'd like to use it constructively for a 2-1 buy down in this case. It's going to greatly improve the buyer's monthly payment for the first year and second year, making it more affordable during the periods of time when we think interest rates are going to remain high. As we get into next year, maybe in the June timeframe when interest rates potentially could fall again during the election year, then we'll be refinancing the loan. And the best thing about a 2-1 buy down is that $16,600 goes back to your buyer into their mortgage, lowering their principal balance when the time comes for them to refinance. So if there's, say, 11 or 10 grand left over in the 2-1 buy down account that has been supplementing their mortgage payment for 2 years, well, that money goes towards their buyer's principal, their loan principal on the current loan. And therefore, the money really stays with them. If you were to instead pay points and lower the interest rate on your loan, that money goes right to the lender. It doesn't go to your buyer, into the borrower's hands. So we really want to consider a 2-1 buy down when we want to do the best thing for our buyers and lower their monthly payment for the first 2 years of the mortgage. This will bring down a monthly payment for the first year down by $917 a month and by $468 a month the second year. Again, the 16 grand is a supplement to their monthly mortgage payment. So really cool way to help buyers afford a property during the period of time when we have high interest rates, but still be able to buy the property and wait to refinance it in that 2-year window. Now, I want to share another spreadsheet, part of the spreadsheet that explains why this is potentially a benefit to the seller and the seller's team. Well, in reality, if you're selling a home for $759,000 and you're trying to achieve the same low monthly payment to attract the buyers who can afford the property, you're going to have to lower that $759,000 purchase price down to $634,000 to get the same payment of $4,094 a month. That's quite a bit of price reduction to achieve that same monthly payment. The second year, if you only wanted to lower it by $400 and change a month, you're still lowering the price down to $695,000. That's quite a big price reduction in the property. However, if the buyer wanted to use that $16,000 to buy down their interest rate, today it would buy the interest rate down from 7.99 to 7.375. And they'd only be saving $289 a month. $4,721 a month would be their payment. And it's going to take them almost 5 years to break even on that $16,000 investment because they're making an investment in the mortgage. That means they're not going to get that money back, the 16 grand. It's gone once they paid points. So we really want to avoid paying points when there's a potential that we're going to refinance the loan within 2 years. You'll never break even on that the points there. Now, if the seller instead were to lower their purchase price from $759,000 to $719,000 and not provide any seller credit at 16 grand, their buyer's payment would be the same. So they have to lower the price from $759 down to $719 instead of giving the $16,000 seller credit. So you can see the $16,000 seller credit is really money in the seller's pocket because they're not having to lower their price down to attract buyers in to get the same monthly payment. I hope that helps you. If you have any further questions or you want a spreadsheet run for your particular listing or scenario, give me a call. I'd be happy to run through this with you and send you a copy of this. Thanks a lot and have a great day.